Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Bluetooth speakers.
Starting at number 5.
Tribit Stormbox Blast. The Tribit Stormbox Blast isn't going to be for everyone. It's heavy, has flashing lights that don't turn off completely. The best you can do is make it so they only flash when you're switching the volume levels, and doesn't have the same smart features as some of the other Bluetooth speakers in this list. But if you're after a dedicated party speaker that is powerful enough to be heard when outdoors, then it is hands down the best. Audio performance. If you're looking for a portable speaker that you can take into the backyard without annoying the neighbors, then this isn't it. We think it's important to note that during our tests, we found the difference of 2 to 3 volume increments was enough to go from too quiet to too loud indoors. So if you want quiet background playlists, then we'd suggest looking at the Biosound A1 at number 4 in this list. Design. Out of all the speakers we've seen, the Stormbox Blast is definitely not the subtlest of looking device we've tested. But that's where the criticism ends. The Stormbox Blast is the biggest and most powerful Bluetooth speaker in Tribit's ever-growing arsenal of portable speakers, and it sounds every inch as detailed even at higher volumes as models from better-known audio specialists at 3 times the price.
Coming at number 4.
Sonos Move 2. If you're after a Sonos speaker for your home but also want the ability to be able to take it outside with you, then the Move 2 is the Bluetooth speaker you've been looking for. It's both flexible and reliable, and looks classy to boot. There's both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity, a USB-C port that can be used for a 3.5mm jack with an adapter, multi-room support including through the Sonos Control app, a 24-hour battery life, and you can charge your phone from it. Audio performance. The Move 2 also delivers premium sound to match its premium price tag. It has a 3-driver speaker system, made up of 2 angled tweeters and 1 central mid-woofer. Although we found the audio quality to be excellently balanced with great detail, the stereo sound wasn't very convincing, but that's okay. Design. Sonos has also updated the design of the Move 2 from its predecessor, slightly. It has new plastic finish, slightly different curved edges, a new top panel, is splash-proof and comes in an olive color, which is a new option in addition to black or white. It's sleek and good-looking but loses points for the lack of a proper handle, because it weighs 3 kilograms, and that weight isn't balanced when you lift it.
At number 3.
UE Hyperboom. Ear's largest speaker, the Hyperboom is all about getting the biggest sound possible. It can hold its own even while outside with loads of background noise, making it perfect for both indoors and outdoors. In terms of features, the Hyperboom alongside the Biosound A1, 2nd Gen, at number 4 and Sonos Move 2 at number 9 in this list are the 3 speakers on this list that have an exceptional 24-hour battery life, and are only beaten by the Stormbox Blast at number 5 further up. There's also 2 Bluetooth radios, allowing you to switch between multiple phones. Audio performance. Given that it's larger than your average Bluetooth speaker, the Hyperboom deprioritizes portability to be life of the party with its big soundscape. In fact, it has the opposite problem of the JBL Charge 5 at number 7 in this list, in that it sounds best when it's playing music loud rather than at quieter volume levels. That means there's lots of bass, but it's controlled and well balanced. Even the trebles are clear and well proportioned.
Number 2 of my list.
JBL Charge 5. There aren't a lot of speakers on the market that are extremely small and portable and have detailed sound alongside helpful features like reverse charging, but JBL has pulled it off with the Charge 5. It's priced a little bit more than JBL's more streamlined Flip 6 at number 3 in this list, but that's down to the added tech, which we think makes it a worthwhile pick if these are the 3 main things you need out of a Bluetooth speaker. Audio performance. One of the big highlights of the Charge 5 is its balanced sound, which has a striking amount of clarity. The only downside is that it unfortunately starts to distort at high volumes. Because of this, wouldn't advise turning it up past 60% of the volume bar, as this is where we found it started to struggle. For the optimum volume, we found the sweet spot was more between 50 to 60%. Design. The cylinder-shaped speaker looks exactly the same as the Flip 6 except for a waterproof USB-C charging port and flap hiding the USB-A port that can be used to charge up your smartphone. There's no AUX input for a 3.5mm jack, but you do still have access physical buttons for playback, volume, power, pairing and dedicated party sound mode that turns up the volume up to 11, use this sparingly.
And number 1.
Cleer Audio Scene. At first glance, you might confuse the Cleer Audio Scene for one of JBL's speakers, like the Flip 6 at number 3 or Charge 5 at number 7 in this list, but there are some key differences between these Bluetooth speakers that really sets them apart. Not only is the Scene newer than these models, it was released in late 2022, but it also has a much cheaper price tag and a few extra features, like a microphone for calls and extra ports for an AUX in, that you'd normally pay extra for with a brand like JBL. Audio performance, aside from the additional features and cheap price tag, the Scene also excels in delivering top-notch sound quality. With dual 48mm drivers and passive radiators, it's serious about clean, crisp audio, and while this is ideal for anyone that values clarity when listening to music, it also means that the Scene lacks in bass because it's focusing more on definition in all areas. For most people, though, we don't expect this to be an issue. Design, however, there are some drawbacks. The speaker is bigger and heavier than the JBL Flip 6, meaning it's not as convenient to carry in a bag or pocket. Annoyingly, it's not especially weighty in the bass department either. The focus is on definition, which you might prefer, but it does mean that Cleer Audio Scene offers less in the low end than some of its rivals, so it's not ideal for parties like the Tribit Stormbox Blast at number 5 in this list is.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.